Yo, yo! Hello, everyone. Welcome. Exciting price action, right? What's it gonna be? Upside, downside? You know my bet. In my opinion, there's no way we leave these highs before doing anything else. But we'll see. Soon we will know. But yeah, reading some of the reactions on my bullish posts, I don't know, man. Feels like no one believes in it anymore, or no one's focusing on Bitcoin. I mean, not really surprised, but are the volumes okay, by the way? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see the Bitcoin chart? Is the music not too loud? Hilmi, Sahil, what's up? Rolling Stones, Monster, Zahid, Benko, Victor, Gatsby, Sahil. Yes, we can hear and see everything. Beautiful. A perfect moment to just send it to all-time highs and silence all those filthy bears who think they're gonna get lower prices from here. Nah, as you guys know, I'm always ready for anything. So if we go down, so be it. But you know my plan, man. I think we're very, very close to massive breakout to the upside. Maybe not a massive breakout to the upside, but at least a sweep of these highs and a sweep of this. Like if we do something like this and we sweep those highs and smash back inside the range, at that point I can see us revisiting all the way back down to 100k. But from here, no way, in my opinion. Just 1 second. The battery died of my headphone. All right. But yeah, we'll go in depth, talk about why I'm bullish, you know, because that's the most important thing, right? Why I think that we, like, saying we're going up is easy, but why do you think we're going up, right? Being a dumb bull is easy, but timing it is the hard part. As always, you know. 60 people in here already. That's nice. I'm going all in long. It's do or die. Nice. Are you checking ETH? Yes, I will. Monday high next before even getting a low of 106k. Possible. Let's see. Adil, send me a message on Discord and then we'll sort things out. Once we get above the weekly open here, it's game over for bears. All right, let's get started. Welcome to the stream, everyone. If you like it, leave a like, subscribe, the usuals. Thanks to Blowfin for sponsoring. If you want to join my Discord where I post all of my trades live, we're in longs at the moment, in good profit already, which I posted live. I posted these on Twitter as well, so... But anyways, post all of my trades live in Discord. If you want to join it, you can do so completely for free. Just sign up on Blowfin and make a deposit, and then you're able to join. With that being said, let's take a look at Bitcoin, right? And why I'm bullish, why I'm in longs, and why I think we trade higher from here. Starting off with the range that we've been trading in for quite a while, with the lows being around here and the highs being around here, right? And those were the key liquidity points. You could call this a sweep of the lows, but as you can see, it didn't quite go below the lows that much, just creating a bigger liquidity pool down here. And then as you could see, we made an equal high right here, all the way back to the lows, then swept the lows aggressively, huge buyback, strong close, break in market structure to the upside, and then from here dips got bought up, and now we're just ranging right below all-time highs. Okay, so what drives price, and where is price most likely to move towards? Well, that's gonna be stops and liquidity. So that's always what I look at on the higher time frames first, moving to the lower time frames, which liquidity has been swept the latest. And if you look at that on the weekly or on the daily, it doesn't really matter, you're gonna see that the latest big sweep was to the downside. So straight away, the lows have been swept, the highs are unswept. Where's high time frame liquidity gonna be? Towards the upside, right? Combining that with lower time frame analysis and lower time frame highs and lows, what did we see? Well, from last week, we had this lower time frame range with this. The music stopped. Okay, with this as the local highs, these lows as local lows. Those highs got swept on the lower time frames. That's where we said we could see some downside, and that's where we said we wanted to see a higher low from here. We were going to look for longs, targeting new highs. So far, nice upside, but as you can see, we did make a higher high on the lower time frames, but so far no break to all-time highs yet. We'll see when that happens, but let me quickly show you from last week. That there was a reason why I was looking for longs. Where is it? There it is. Let me show you. Okay. So here, massive weekly close, new highs next in my opinion. So looking for longs, not trying to rush into anything. Most likely letting Monday play out, and we'll be looking to long a sweep tomorrow. Yeah, all about timing, you know. We got the sweep of those highs, local highs right there. Was looking for a sweep of the lows next into that key pivotal area right here, which lines up with the monthly open that we have here. And as you can see, that played out beautifully and sent straight to new highs. But now you get the idea why I did post this right here. Target 130k. I didn't just blindly post this because I felt like I needed engagement or something, because yeah, obviously posts like this get a lot of likes, right? But as you can see, there was a reasoning behind the trade and an ID, right? lower time frame liquidity to the downside getting swept, so then you have lower time frame liquidity to the upside as a draw, and higher time frame liquidity to the upside as a draw as well, right? So with that being said, that's what we saw from the past. Let me get my levels now. Not these right here, and see where we're currently at. So we had the weekly close, strong in the green, right? Long wick to the upside. Weekly didn't sweep any liquidity to the upside. Those equal highs are still unswept. We are going to mark out the weekly open. Right there, weekly open. Straight away, what's gonna be confirmation that these equal highs and likely all-time highs are next? A reclaim of the weekly open. If the weekly flips green, that would be your signal that you're more than likely gonna get expansion to the upside. But anyways, let's move over to the daily. So what did we get last week? We got this dip that swept low time frame liquidity, got the break back above the monthly open, which held. Then some ugly price action, some downside here. Initially the monthly open held, but as you can see, some ugly lows being made right here, which is a reason why you get this ugly price action, right? What kept price? Lower time frame supply. What was the sideways price action where we started dumping from? This right here. That's where we got rejected right here, and that lines up with the weekly open. So what confirms from here that we are heading for these equal highs and all-time highs? Well, a break above this this area, right? So you could mark it out like this, just an area in general that lines up beautifully. The weekly open, this supply where this retest happens, that's gonna be our key resistance. Until we break above there on the lower time frames, I could still see us visit a little lower on the lower time frames. Why? Because we left equal lows on the lower time frames to the downside as well. That's also a scenario that I posted yesterday. I think it was yeah, this one, right? So rejecting at this resistance, right? Went for the lows, but now we're bouncing. But it would have been more ideal if this move right here would have swept liquidity to the downside in here, into the OTE of that move, into this pivotal price action, this aggressive sweep where this happened, where this sweep happened, needed to hold from there, and then would have been more confident that we would go for new highs from here on the lower time frames. But as you can see, that didn't happen. We didn't get those, well, this low right here. Instead, we made an equal low. Do they really have to get swept? No. Why not? Because as I said, on the higher time frames, we still have a huge draw on liquidity, which is to the upside. Market structure on the weekly, super bullish, highest weekly close ever. So on the weekly, no reason to be bearish. Daily, no real reason to be bearish. But 4 hour and these poor lows right here could be needed before moving for those equal highs right here and all-time highs. So game plan for the future. I'm in longs, right? Initially from down here somewhere. Then I added once I saw strength, right? Didn't close any yet. What's my plan for those? Well, as long as we hold above OTE from the low to the high, lining up with the monthly open, lining up with this range EQ, and lining up with just pivotal price action, as you can see right here, right here, right here. As long as we hold above those, I'll be bullish. If we break below here and close here, I think we at least get this low. Then what will be the play? In my opinion, wait for the sweep, see if we get strength and we reclaim this area, then target the highs. If we fail to hold above this range low, but it's way too early to talk about that, but gotta be ready for anything. If we break below here, yeah, at that point we target here, and at that point likely a lot lower. But until then, as I said, I could see sweeps of the lower time frame lows right here, but as long as we hold them, see strength after, and then go for the reclaim of the weekly open, I think we see upside towards new all-time highs. Of course, we can also just leave these lows, right? Reclaim the weekly open from here. If we do that, at that point, I think we leave them and we move to the equal highs and all-time highs next. But for now, as you can see, low time frame rejecting a little bit. Let's see on the hourly, not looking too bad. 12 hour. Yeah. As you can see on the daily, what was ugly were these lows right here as well, not necessarily these. And as you can see, those did get swept here. What's the Monday range actually? We haven't checked the Monday range. Monday low. Monday high. Yeah, see, so also there, Monday low did get swept already. Monday high is unswept. Combining that Monday high draw together with these triple highs being a draw, and of course the all-time high being a draw, I wouldn't be surprised if we just move a lot higher from here. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Is that clear for everyone? Does anyone have any questions? Not liking that spot is selling, still think that we could see the Monday high, which would be my entry for a scalp short. Yeah, the thing is, if we go for Monday high from here, we'll be above the weekly open, and we'll have these, we're that close, you know, to these triple highs that I think we just moon and go above them. Zalekis, what's up, man? Good to see you. Any alts? Yeah, we'll do alts after this. What altcoins are you watching the most for breakouts? Not really any. I'm mainly focusing on Bitcoin. That's why I'm in big Bitcoin longs. I think Bitcoin is very close to good upside. It will be, so my plan for longs, right? I haven't talked about that yet. I'm in longs. Now, where do we take profit? So for me personally, actually, let's keep this. For me personally, if we do see upside from here, or after a sweep of this, of course, I mean, see upside and I'm still in my longs, I will be taking off half at these triple highs and at all-time highs. I mean, 25%. So keep half in case we break out massively, but close half there just in case we get something like this, smash back below here. And at that point, if we see this, right, then I'd be a lot more careful. At that point, I could see us revisit all the way down to 100Ks, maybe even lower. So yeah, that's my game plan. Close half above the highs and hold half in case we go a lot higher. And I'll start taking profits on the rest, probably not before 120k. So let's move on to ETH. Where we're watching for this one. So we're also in longs on ETH. Why? Because of this price action is just so clean. Clean, massive pump, build a range, aggressively sweep the lows, reclaim, consolidate. Yeah, what was the draw towards range highs from there? So that's why I entered longs here. I'm in some profits already, but looking for range highs here next. I'll TP half around here and then hold just like Bitcoin, right? Time it with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is at those triple highs, and Ethereum is at resistance here, close some as well. And in case we break out massively, hold half of them. So that's my plan for Ethereum. What's the bearish play on Ethereum? If we move back below here, yeah, then we do this likely. But I personally don't see it. I think we see upside first. So there's a chance to visit those highs first and then retrace to 102k for Bitcoin. Yes, of course. I feel like no one is expecting significant upside now. So do this, trade towards all-time highs, right? Towards just 115k or something, I don't know. Everyone will be calling for this again. Fall back inside the range. Yeah, then I'll be very cautious for downside. But yeah, I think upside is next. BNB is looking very good as well. It's Litecoin. Litecoin not really doing anything. Sol, same thing. Yeah, looking fairly weak. You see, alts aren't that exciting. Ethereum is one of the cleanest ones at the moment. So I wouldn't be surprised if ETH does something stupid. See, Ethereum, Bitcoin is looking strong as well. So wouldn't be surprised if ETH pops hard as well. But Bitcoin, man, Bitcoin is looking amazing as well. Oh, see, we're at the weekly open now. Let's see if we manage to break above. We also have high block that I sometimes look at. Like, I'm not gonna trade it based on this alone, but as you can see, where's clean liquidity resting here? Those liquidation levels right above current prices. Even if you take it like this, we're gonna see this is 4-hour time frame, 50-minute time frame, right above these highs as well. So that's why I'm that confident, you know, that we at least go for liquidity above there before potentially lower, and why I'm holding all of my longs. I think there's no way we leave this liquidity. See how strong it is, Bitcoin? Yeah. If I want to take a new position for ETH, where it should be a good position for long. Let's see. If you're not long already, depends on what your ID is, right? For me, it was a combination of a simple trade towards these highs right here, a range trade from range low to range high, because the lows had been swept, reclaimed, so then you target the opposite side of the range, which are the highs. That as one part. Second part, because high time frame lows have been swept as well, if this is just a continuation range where the highs have been swept, the lows have been swept, this could be the breakout that leads to a lot higher prices. You see? So that was a combination for me. If you enter right here on like this, for a continuation play, it's still valid, but for a range play, as you can see, where would your invalidation have to be? In my opinion, still there, because you have some lows right here. If we do sweep those lows, could still do something like this, right? So I'd still need my stop losses there, and just to target up here, this is not a good entry, right? But for a range, continuation play towards new highs, why not? And you don't have to enter, right? If it's too high already, like just give it some time, wait, or look for the next setup. There will always be more. You have reference link code for high block. I don't think so, but I'll check. I'll let you know after the stream. Guys, leave a like, please. If you enjoy the stream, that helps me a lot to grow on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you get notified whenever I go live, whenever I post videos. I've been posting a lot of videos as well. Any DeFi plays? Like, nah, not really. I'm mainly focusing on Bitcoin for now, and Ethereum, and then we'll see what altcoins do. But for now, I don't really like them. Like, I don't know why people are exciting and hyped about Fartcoin, for example. Like, when it looks like this, it's just ranging and ping-ponging between this and this. As I said, whenever I don't know where it was, like somewhere down here, I said likely we just range in between those two. So what's hype? Hype, not exciting as well. So those were the two hyped coins, right? The two best looking charts. Well, all I see on hype now is a rejection at supply and OTE. And clean lows, honestly. And weak price action. Like, compared to last few weeks, this would already be trading at new highs. It's looking weak in my opinion. BNB is one of my top picks then, I would say. Because of this sweep, right? Clean highs above, but still, ETH is cleaner, and Bitcoin, of course. I'll be focusing a lot more on trading Bitcoin. Do you ever trade on the 1 minute? No. Will you add your longs on the Bitcoin sweep? No, sadly not, because I'm already fully in, and I risked what I can lose. So I'm not gonna add. I already added. You see, I entered here, had my stop there, then I added and brought my stop to here. And I was even a little bit, because I could also see something where we do this, sweep this, take my stop, and then move higher from there. But now that I see where we're trading here, I think the maximum we're gonna get is a sweep of that, and then upside. But like, I don't have a new place for my stop if this move happens. I'd still have to keep it here, so I won't be able to add. But yeah, I'll be happy if we move to new highs from here or from there. I don't care. But like, I'm in and I'm happy. New sub here. Hey, let's go, man. No worries. Pepe. Let's see how Pepe looks. See, this is what you're getting excited about. There's nothing exciting about this, in my opinion. Daily. Oops. Like, okay, maybe it does something like this. But like, I don't really want to focus on altcoins for a 10% move, you know? I want to see stuff like this, and I don't think that's happening. All alts look the same. Yeah, they just look weak, man. They look like pure shit, so... This was one I liked. And I looked to trade. This was a trade I wanted to take, but I didn't. But I still quite like it. Now with this sweep, unfortunately, like... Oops. As you can see, would have entered there before the sweep happened. Now that the sweep happened, I wouldn't really take it. But XMR is definitely one of the better looking ones that saw strength on the weekly from this breakout. But yeah, now on the weekly it looks like pure shit, so better to look for shorts or wait for a reclaim of this, for example, something like this. What about Fartcoin? I just gave my thoughts. Likely just ping pong between green and red. What's the highest weekly close in that area? Let's see. Yeah, see there, that's the level that got swept. So until we get a weekly close above here, I think this just chops, maybe sweeps the highs, get back to the lows, does all that. No worries. Bonk is the only one that had an explosive move. Let's see. Oh, damn. You're right. I didn't know. Why did this pump this? Oh, it was because of the... Yeah, there was an announcement. Yeah, bonk fun. Yeah, but that's difficult, you know. But yeah, you're right. This does look like one of the better ones if you have to pick one. Bounce from range lows, bounce from demand. Let's see. Ugly rejection though. Yeah, if you'd have to take this, it would have to be something like this. But for a 1.8R, like, I don't know, I'd rather pick a high probability setup on Bitcoin, for example. But sure, the weekly does look better than most altcoins, I'll say. Nah, swept the highs. Looking weak. Nah, I wouldn't trade this, man. Altcoin as well. They're just gonna dump on you. I don't know. Floki is also looking good. Not bad on the bounce, but you see the range I have marked here. It's ugly, but you get the idea. I would feel more comfortable if we get back above here and then we buy the retest and target here. But for now, we swept these highs, rejected, and are now stuck at in between this resistance and this support. So I wouldn't touch it here. I would touch it if it does this and buy the retest, or just stay away. Ondo. Weak, very weak. Oh, look at this target. Right at the 1 point. See, that's why you use these fib levels in price discovery. From the high to the low, 1.618 is your main target. Smashed. I don't really like it down here. A lot of lows. Maybe if it does something like this and then reclaim and then look for longs and target these highs maybe, but not right here. It did sweep this, that's true, but into what, right? Into I don't know. Can you make a vid tutorial on how you use fib levels? At some point. I mean, yeah, these, it would be a short video, you know, because it's just if you're in price action that you go from the latest high to the low and then use your 1.618 level as a target. But I'll see what I can do. All right, guys, I need to go now. I hope you enjoyed. Let's see what Bitcoin does. I'm targeting new highs, as I said, but could still see a sweep of the lows. We will see. If you enjoyed the live stream, leave a like, subscribe, so you get notified whenever I go live again, whenever I post a video. If you have any questions, I'm always in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, use the link in the description on Blowfin and make a deposit. That's all I'm asking. For the rest, it's completely free. So yeah, check it out if you want. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.